So it's been about 2.5 years now since the release of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. This was the last main series Pokemon game on the 3DS, of course, before we had a pretty big shift in the Pokemon franchise moving to the Switch. Today we wanted to see how many people are still playing Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon online in 2020, seeing if the servers are still active and whatnot. Before we get too far into this though, I want to remind you guys to leave a like if you enjoyed the video after watching it, because one like really does go a long way. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos from me, make sure you subscribe, as the vast majority of people who watch my videos are not even subscribed. No, it sounds really cliche with the YouTube algorithm and stuff, but if you want to help the channel out, that's your chance of doing it. So let's go right into Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Now, I've made a few videos like this in the past on other Pokemon games. One thing that people seem to miss sometimes, maybe they don't watch the video before commenting, I don't know, is these videos are only about the online. I'm sure there's hundreds, thousands, millions maybe, of probably not millions, but lots of people who are playing Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon right now, just playing offline, going through the island trials and stuff like that, catching shiny Pokemon, whatever. This is mainly for the online. Are people still battling? Are people still in the GTS? Are people still in the Wonder Trade? Now, this game in particular, I have 109 hours played. That's less than I thought, actually. A lot of people that play this game, I'm going to imagine maybe they don't have a Switch, or they just prefer this compared to the Switch versions, because Sun and Moon, or not Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield aren't the most well-liked games in the franchise, although I personally like them. And Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are a little bit different for, like, main series games, so to say. So, yeah, let's just jump right into the online mode. If I remember right, the online on this game was absolutely terrible. And I'm pretty sure I am right. It's the Festival Plaza. Never really liked this thing. I know some people did. It was definitely a cool concept, but, you know, when I would try to do battle stuff, because I used to stream battles a lot when Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon were out, it was such a pain to find friends. Let's connect up to the internet by pressing that, right? Yep, this is going to work. And I remember, like, I would add somebody's friend code on the stream, be like, all right, cool, let's battle. They would go online, I would go online, I would try to send them battle requests, I wouldn't see them, but we'd both be online. They would try to send me one, but they wouldn't see me. It's neither of our fault, it's just the way that the game worked, where you would go online and, you know, you just wouldn't be able to find each other. I feel like X and Y really perfected the online mode for Pokemon in general. I definitely think it was by far the best. You know, if you go back from Diamond and Pearl to Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield's not really that great for online, but it's definitely better than this. Anyway, so let's go to trade first. And let's just check the Wonder Trade. That's probably the quickest and easiest thing we can check right now. So let's just start it. And I don't even really remember what I have, like, on my party. I have a lot of competitive Pokemon, that's for sure. I remember this was around a time where I was really big into competitive. I have a random Totodile. Let's just trade that. That seems pretty decent, doesn't it? I don't want to trade, like, a Pikipek or something that everybody would have. Totodile, you know, a little bit of a harder to get Pokemon. Maybe somebody will be happy to get a Totodile if they don't have one. At least I personally would be happy to get a Totodile compared to, say, like a Pikipek or some random really low-level Pokemon you can find anywhere in the game. So searching for a trade partner, taking a little bit, actually. Now, I'm trying to remember, is there Wonder Trade in Sword and Shield even? There isn't, right? They renamed to Surprise Trade, which is basically the same thing. I never really messed around with that too much, to be honest. We found somebody pretty quickly from Japan. Okay, I feel like whenever I do videos like this, we find somebody. It's usually people from Japan that tend to play these games a lot. Granted, I am recording this at about 9 a.m. on a Monday, but then again, this is during the whole quarantine thing, so everyone's probably home anyway, because, you know, I am too. So, let's see what we get here. What are you trading us? A Slowpoke. Okay, I like Slowpoke. Pretty cool Pokemon. I believe you can catch them pretty early on. I think you find them by Kukui's lab, if I'm not mistaken. My Sword and Shield. My Sun and Moon knowledge is a little bit hazy. I did replay this game about a year ago. But I only played through Ultra Sun and Moon twice, and only Sun and Moon twice. And although they are pretty recent Pokemon games, my memory on them is a little bit hazy. So we got the Wonder Trade down. That was not too surprising. Would have been cool if we found like a random shiny or whatever. But let's go to the GTS out of curiosity, just to see how popular it is. Now, I'm pretty confident the GTS is going to be pretty active. It's just a question of like how many trades there are. So let's think of like a pretty common Pokemon as my voice cracks there. What can we search for that people would actually have on here? Let's try Dragonite. You know, that's a pretty good Pokemon. Not terribly common. Do I even have the option to pick Dragonite here? Have I seen one even in this game? Is that how this works? There's Dragonite. There's Dragonite. Let's take a look. Dragonite, pretty popular Pokemon. Good Pokemon. Is it going to be on the GTS? There are on the GTS. A shiny one right off the bat. You want to Kyurem. That's actually a decent deal for a shiny, I would say. We have another one. You want to Kyurem as well, and you want to Groudon. So pretty okay trades. Nothing really too crazy for a Dragonite, I would say. You know, trading a legendary for one of these is kind of weird. This guy wants any Pikachu. Do I have a Pikachu to trade you? Please tell me I have a Pikachu. I don't. I have so many competitive Pokemon. Actually, I don't really have that many. Yeah, I actually don't even have that many Pokemon in this game. It's just they're all like competitive Pokemon. I pretty much beat the game and then just started doing competitive battling. So unfortunately we can't do that trade. But we know the GTS is pretty active, at least for Dragonite. There's a ton of Pokemon on here. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the way the GTS works, I could be wrong, is after a while of being on the GTS, the servers or whatever will like kick you off. I could be wrong on that. I don't know if that's for every game or for this game or what. But it's good to see there's actually a pretty active trading scene on Ultra Sun Ultra Moon. I guess this is the last game where you could technically complete the entire Pokedex too. So I'm sure a lot of people are pretty active online for trading. But how is it for battling, I wonder? Now, one thing that I kind of always I found interesting about Pokemon is, so now let's trade. You know what, screw it, let's entertain, let's trade with them. Didn't really expect that. You guys can't see my battle screen, but somebody sent me a trade request. But like I was saying, one thing I always found interesting about Pokemon games is if you look at other game franchises that have online, specifically like Call of Duty, I know a lot of people, they go back and play older Call of Duties online a lot. But you don't really see that with Pokemon. Like, you don't really see people uploading like a Wi-Fi battle from, oh, this guy's a really cool shiny Ludala there. But like, you don't see people uploading videos like, hey, check out my X and Y Wi-Fi battles. You want this random shiny Halucha guy that I have? You can have it. I think this guy just wants to show off to me. Sub to Flexi. Wait, who's Flexi? I'm about to see other Pokemon. Okay, he doesn't want it. Flexi YouTube. So if somebody named Flex... It's pretty funny. I don't know if this person is Flexi themselves or if they're like friends of Flexi. Do you want the shiny Roserade? It's a pretty cool Pokemon. Shiny Rosade's a really nice shiny in my opinion. I really love the purple and gray flower it has. They don't want to see. What do you want? Do you want a shiny legendary Pokemon? I don't think I have any shiny legendary Pokemon. Oh, there's one. Perfect. Right on cue. You want my shiny Latias named Sudandir? I actually remember using this Latias online a lot in a Wi-Fi draft league. I'm pretty sure this was for a league called the PGL, if I'm not mistaken, that I used this team. But I don't remember specifically because I was in a lot of draft leagues around this time. If you don't know what Draft League is, just in a nutshell, it's basically a Wi-Fi battle league where every week you battle a different opponent and you have a set amount of Pokemon. I happen to have Latias. Alright, this guy doesn't seem to be interested in any of my Pokemon that I show him. I've shown him quite a few. I'm guessing he wants like legendary, or not really legendary, just shiny mythicals, which I'm not even 100% sure if you could obtain a lot of these legitimately. Either way, let's just go right into the battles without further ado. So let's go to the battle spot. Now, if I remember correctly, I think that the rating battles are turned off, or the online competitions are turned off. I don't know. Let's just do free battle and see if we find somebody. Now, this game, unfortunately, does not have triple battles. I would love if Pokemon brought back triple battles. Unfortunately, they didn't. I mean, granted, they probably weren't really popular at all. But let's just go to single battles. Special Pokemon allowed. I feel like that'll give us the wider pool of people. So this was my last team that I used on stream, apparently. I probably haven't played this game in close to a year now. You still went with the same... Oh, you can't use the same held item on free battles. Oh, what about this? Try the same held item or anything here? I took one of the held items off of one of my teams, so hopefully we should be able to battle with this team now. There shouldn't be any repeated items on this team right here, which I vaguely remember using this team. That's going to be a Mega Audino, and I don't really remember the rest of the team too much, but I believe this is a team I use on stream as well. I remember wanting to use Mega Audino. I like to use weird Pokemon on stream, then I'd pair it with like other good Pokemon. So like as you can see, we can't really see my bottom screen right now. Let me actually turn that on for you. As you can see, like Mega Audinos aren't really that great. But I have like Salamence, which is a great Pokemon, Donphan, which is pretty good in this generation, Infernape, Azelf, and Ponyard. All pretty solid Pokemon, I would say. So we're still searching for a trainer. There's got to be somebody online, for sure. Like, I find it very hard to believe that there isn't still... Like, I feel like out of every single previous Pokemon game, not only because this is the most recent old Pokemon game on the 3DS, if that makes sense, I feel like this would be the most active in terms of online. Just because it's the last one on 3DS, it's the last one that has, you know, every single Pokemon and stuff like that. This person is playing through the game, I'm guessing, because if you look at the levels on their team, pretty low. Kind of weird they have a level 34 Lycanroc. Seems pretty high compared to everything else on their team. But let's just leave with Salamence, and let's just see what we can do. Since we have a pretty significant level advantage, it wouldn't surprise me if Salamence just kills everything, but you never know. I never actually realized there was only a 10-minute battle timer for this. It's only 3v3, so it's a lot quicker, but when you would battle 6v6 singles against like a friend, it would be a 60-minute timer. And then they put 3v3 to 10 minutes, which is kind of interesting. I feel like Pokemon's never really understood how to have a proper timer for single battles, because you look at Sword and Shield, and the thing that really kills Sword and Shield online competitive battling for me, whatever, is the timer. It's like a 20-minute timer, or 30-minute timer maybe, which just isn't long enough for a 6v6 battle. Like, personally, I don't, maybe I'm the only one, or there's people that disagree with me, which is fine. I personally don't think it's fun when you are doing a Wi-Fi battle and time is such a factor that it decides who wins the game. Like, I don't want to be in a position where it's like, oh, hey, I have 4 Pokemon left, my opponent has 3, but there's only 60 seconds left on the timer, guess like I win, haha, like, that's just not fun to me. And yeah, it looks like Earthquake's just gonna one-shot everything. Not really too surprised. I'm sure this person's probably like playing through the game. They probably like just realized, oh hey, I can go online. Let's try it out. Let's see if this is fun. And then they see my my max, you know, my perfectly EV trained Salamence, I should say, against their Ekans, which might have Intimidate actually. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Intimidate. Oh man, maybe it'll live a hit. Maybe it'll live a hit. Let's see. Earthquake is still super... It's not living hit. I know it's not living hit. It's just an Ekans. And down it goes. No surprise there. So, I kind of expect single free battles to be the most popular playlist, just because it's the first one that you see. Generally, when it comes to a lot of games like this, whatever's the first option is usually one that gets played the most. So, then again, you know, duel battles are still pretty popular in Pokemon, so maybe duel battles are more popular just because of, like, VGC and stuff like that. But what I do want to try now is I do want to try the Battle Royale mode, which I always forget that this game has that. Technically, this game had a Battle Royale mode before, like, Battle Royale was super popular. So, let's just quit battling here, and let's go back to free battle. Is this going to be the right thing, or is this going to be a single battle again? Because I do not want to do another single battle. Nope, okay, Battle Royale, or Royal. Special Pokemon allowed, sure, why not? Actually, you know what, let's do Special Pokemon not allowed. Let's try to narrow, let's go to what I would imagine to be the least populated option. And I would imagine the least populated option to be Battle Royale Special Pokemon Banned, because it's all the way at the bottom, and you gotta specifically ban the Pokemon. So let's use this team again, because this team should work properly. And this time we also have to find 3 other people, not just 1 other person. This is a Battle Royale. So, I honestly, I don't think we're gonna find somebody. I really don't think we're gonna find somebody. Single battle, sure. Dual battle, sure. But Battle Royale with banned Pokemon? Don't think so. So it's been almost 2 minutes of searching now, and I don't think we found anybody. It would be cool if it showed you, like, as it found people, since we need 3 people, if it would show you, like, a light would turn on for 1 person, and another light for 2 people, and there we go. Opposing trainer could not be found. Please try again. So I'm going to assume that there isn't anybody playing Battle Royales in this game, which is a bit unfortunate. Then again, it's not that much of a surprise because it's rather a niche thing, and, you know, we did ban some Pokemon. Either way, I'm rambling. That is Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon Online in 2020. Pretty much populated, I would say. You can definitely find battles. Can't find Battle Royales, unfortunately. Maybe at different times of the day you can. I don't know. If you want the GTS trade, very active. Even if you want to do just random passerby trades, seems pretty active, because that same person that was sent me a trade earlier sent me another trade after that. So you definitely find that. Unfortunately, you can't see passerbys like an X and Y on the bottom screen. I wish you could. It would make it a bit easier. You could just go to, like, trade, link trade, and then here it'll show you, like, your recent players / friends if they're online. So I could send a request to these people. And as you can see, like, just scrolling down, these are all people that have been online within the past, like, few minutes. You know, we have people from South Korea, from Kentucky, Washington, Illinois, like, all over. Lots of United States, Greece, Japan, like, all over the world still playing this game, which is kind of nice. Either way, I really am rambling. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, as 1 like would just go a long way and helps the channel grow. Comment what you think about this game. If you want to see me do similar videos like this, let me know. And of course, have a good rest of your day. I will see you all in the next one, and bye-bye.